I got the horses in the back, horse stock is attached. Head is matted black, got the bushes black to match.
What's good about your boy D-Man here? Today we about to do a reaction to another strange horror stories, and this one is called The Promise. See, I have one rule when it comes to promises. I never make promises I can't keep. Therefore, I keep every promise I make. Well, at least try to. And I got a feeling that whatever promises that's about to be made in this story are not going to end well for one of the characters. So without further ado, let's go.
It's not the cheating that bothers me, Jim, said my wife, and it's the lying. I just want you to be honest with me, all the time, even when it hurts. Can you do that? Yes, I said, I promise. But I was lying. And then she died. And in the years since then, I didn't sleep with a single woman.
Wow.
Ironic, right? Also, after that year, I became sure that Anne was visiting me. I felt her presence. I smelled her perfume. So strongly, it's like it was sprayed directly at my face. My birthday was coming up, and Lucy, our 7-year-old, was making me a special present. It was top secret, apparently.
Okay.
Every day after school, she locked herself in her room and worked on it until dinner time. I had absolutely no idea what she was doing in there. Occasionally, I heard her talking faintly through the door, but mostly it was dead quiet. However, she was extremely serious about keeping it a secret. She reminded me daily not to look. I told her I wouldn't. Do you promise? She would ask intensely. Then she'd stare at me with her sharp eyes, her mother's eyes.
Yes,
I would say,
I promise.
Why you always lying? Oh my God, stop your fucking lying.
But after 2 weeks, I felt I had to step in. Something just wasn't right anymore. So when she was at school, I searched every inch of her room for her project, but I found absolutely nothing. It was so strange, but I decided to just monitor the situation. Finally, it was my birthday, and I have to admit, my curiosity was piqued. After breakfast, she made me sit on her bed with my eyes closed. Then I heard her knock 3 times on something. Pause, then open it.
Oh man, I thought that was in the room for real, dude. I can't lie to you.
It sounded like her closet. She repeated this over and over, but also seemed to grow more and more frustrated. I had no idea what the hell she was doing, but she refused to let me open my eyes. Eventually, she threw herself onto the bed. The closet door was open. It's not working, she cried. Then she looked up at me accusatorily. You must have looked. Did you look? I felt guilty.
No,
I told her.
I never looked.
Do you promise?
Yes.
Eventually, she told me the truth. I've been trying to bring mommy back from the dead.
You've been trying to do what?
Chills entered me.
What? What do you mean?
Eleanor told me to. I gaped at her. Eleanor was my wife's middle name.
Who's Eleanor?
I asked. She pointed at her laptop. My stomach dropped. I reminded her about not talking to strangers online. She tried to show me some chats, but they were gone. We tried to find Eleanor, but she had vanished too. After that day, the visits from my wife stopped. As time passed, I couldn't help but wonder, crazy as it might sound, what would have happened if I kept my promise? What would have happened if I hadn't looked?
boosh.
Wow. That's all I can say is wow. So, see the reason why you're supposed to try to keep your promises as much as possible? Don't make promises you can't keep.
Share the moment.
Dude promised his wife that he wasn't going to cheat. He lied. Apparently, he looked at something else and he did cheat. After she died, he did. So ever since then, your wife haunted you the whole time.
A ghost, right?
A ghost?
A ghost.
Like a dead ghost? Yes.
She was contacting you through her daughter. She didn't want you to look. But the daughter was trying to bring the mama back to life. She's 7 and she's trying to bring her daughter back to life, bring her mom back to life. Excuse me, dude, are you serious right now? I'm like, bruh, that's beyond crazy. Like, yo, one, you should have had some type of parental block on that or something. But then you talking about what would have happened if you would have kept your promise, and if you didn't look.
Boy, have you lost your mind? Cause I'll help you find it.
Technically, he didn't look in the box or whatever. He looked in the room and couldn't find what he was looking for. But he looked. That's what he was trying to say. But dude, that's all the way crazy. But I'm gonna go ahead and end it right there. Hope you enjoyed the video. And to the next video, in the meantime, between time I see what I see, holla at your boy. Peace.